7:30. Looking at it. Book about it.
Took a minute. No, wait a minute. Let me think about it. About 10 years. Crips, bloods, sweat and tears.
Mana Surge.
Had a real big bitch named Brooklyn. She fucked the whole squad. Now, every time I land in Brooklyn, they fuck with the
Whole squad.
Mana Surge. Mana Surge. Mana Surge.
Talk about it. These niggas just talk about it. Homie, don't play me for no fool. Popping bottles like in the
Divine strength watch over.
Mana Surge.
Call my Johnson a harpoon. Feed the needy, don't know graffiti. Paint the walls like a cartoon. Beat the pussy up so bad. Send her home with some
Mana Surge.
from the back, go across her head. Barstool, touch her soul, talk on her toes in the
Mana Surge. Mana Surge. Mana Surge. Mana Surge.
Kindergarten got one crib worth, two cribs about front lawn, yeah, that's one company. Talking for saying big words like philosophies, man, you weird, homie, but it sounds to me that you broke as fuck and you're disbelieving, that's real. I got big man, that shit gon' be dead for me. Big dreams, no superstition, man, that shit gon' be dead for me. I pray to a seed, no, my mama give up.
Mana Surge.
It's only cause I care about you. Wipe those tears from your face. They say the truth will set you free. Baby, I'll be your slave. It's only cause I care about you. Put a smile on your face. Say the truth will set you free. I'll be your slave cause I'm a liar, a cheater, a devil in disguise and a deceiver. If I was you and you was me, I wouldn't believe you.
Damn it.
Cross my fingers crossed cause I could even be lying about being a liar.
Mana Surge.
Divine strength watch over us.
Take the time to write down what I feel on my mind right now. Right now. What I want to take the time. Write down what I feel on my mind right now.
Mana Surge.
I gotta wear shades every day. Figure me out. Man up in this eye.
Mana Surge.
Eyes about. See now fiction or not.
Mana Surge. Mana Surge.
What now does is the only
Mana Surge. Mana surge.
I said, psych! I didn't tell you ET was back.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Wipe those tears from your face. They said the truth was set you free. Maybe I'll be your slave. It's only 'cause I care about you. They said the truth will set you free. And I'm your slave 'cause I'm a liar. Cheater. The devil in disguise. If I was you and you was me, I wouldn't believe you. The drink, of course, my fingers crossed 'cause I could even be lying about being a liar. Cheater. The devil in disguise and a deceiver.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
That you will pay for me after I perform, I record it. And I say the shit that stimulates your mind, body, and spirit. Resonate with your receptors. Never knew existed. Your phone on silent. You got an alibi for your booing. Before you say bye, you say you love me. You say I love you too. Only 'cause I care about
Mana
you.
surge.
Like no tears from your face. They said the truth will set you free. Baby, I'll be your slave. Only 'cause I care about you.
Mana surge.
No one shall escape my arrow. Divine strength watch over
Mana
us.
surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Damn, it's happening again. I feel like I'm about to lose.
Yo. Pew pew. Yeah. Yeah. When you up, the hate come from left field. I'm tapped in, dog, blue pill, red pill. Feeling like Drago on a treadmill. On the road so much, forgot I'm my best pill. God bless the real ones left still. Waiting for the bullshit to set sail. Instinct is out in my text code words, let's chill. My man still locked for a direct sale. He made
Mana surge.
Remy and Coke time.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Speaking on milestones and smoke to the pound on. Watching TV, but I ain't got the sound on. Could have been the king, but I ain't put the crown on. Just a street nigga for the shit that I'm down for. What am I up for? What do I puff for? Say it's dope rhyme, lead a crowd in the uproar. Other than that, ask myself, what do I give a fuck for? The game's so phony and everybody is Sony, but Tony killed Manolo, so I snap like a photo with a juice bar dono on some health shit. Think about the homeless, think about the health.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
It's so fine. They put up 2 mythics on me.
Are you still farming Explore?
Yeah, I switched over to another one. So, consider raising my hero, but I don't think I'm gonna use it.
Yeah,
The PvP thing is so much better for me than switching off.
I mean, early on it's good to use your hero, but later I haven't used my hero in a while. Arena's probably like the only time I use that motherfucker.
It's just for these specific teams, though. It works really well. It's just
Yeah.
you can't switch back and forth between Death Knight and Mechanist, so you have to pay 50 gems each time. So I'm just probably not gonna end up trading.
Mana surge.
What was the price for the statue? A bunch of keys?
70 gems.
Oh, 70 gems?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do it. I think if
I told you it's like so tempting. I was like, I'll just leave it out there.
Yeah, no,
Mana surge.
I'll probably play a little PV. Oh, I actually play PvP. But yeah, I'll probably get the rest.
You should use it on keys.
Mana
Try to get
surge.
another warlock.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too.
Because I'll probably end up finishing it if I see anybody do it within a little bit of time.
Yeah.
It was just the gold that I had on me for stuff outside.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Yeah, I have to farm the new cities Explorer and like mythics often.
I'm gonna try that one next because I haven't done exploring the new kingdom yet.
But that's what I need for the Mechanist. Like traits and like the red and brown.
You must scale to your level because I don't have any mythic opponent right now. I have a legendary. I think it's random too, like how many times you do it, they'll throw one in or two or...
Mana surge.
That's okay,
Mana surge.
because one troop had no health left, finally go to kill her, and her last cast she just summoned on the...
Oh yeah, never fails, right? Yeah. Never fails.
It's almost dead, it just slows me down a little bit. Instead of the out. Mythic is the bad. When all enemies do full damage, you attack when the next return of damage. Now you devour him when he's got 4 health. So,
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Oh, you bastard. Alright.
Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
What do you usually drink when you drink? Do you drink beer, hard liquor? What do you like to drink?
Mana surge.
Normally when I go
Mana
out,
surge.
I just do beer. If I'm not driving, well, depends on the night.
Yeah.
How
What
much money I want to spend.
what kind of beer do you like to drink? Like,
Mana
Well, I
surge.
go to a dive bar and the best beer that they have there is Yingling.
it's what?
Yingling?
I've
like
ever heard of that. Is it a
I'm
dark
gonna say-
dark beer, or dark like a ale, or what kind of
It's just like a regular beer.
regular? Oh, okay.
Before that, I used to always drink Guinness, but they don't carry Guinness.
Really?
Yeah, and then Sam Adams. 'cause
Yeah, I
I'm
like
not
Sam
really
Adams.
I'm not a huge fan of beer, but I've acquired a taste where I can deal with it. So
What do you like hard liquor better, or?
it doesn't really matter to me. I don't really like alcohol as far as taste, except if I'm. They've got two drinks that are easy on me. Red Deaths, if you've ever had those.
Uh-huh.
Some people they hit really hard, but there's like 5, maybe 6 alcohols in it.
Wow.
It tastes like fruit punch. It really does not taste like alcohol.
Wow.
And then there's they do something called a garbage can at this place that I go to, and it's Red Bull mixed in with like 5 shots or something. So
Jeez. So you're like you're like staying up and you're gonna get fucked up.
I guess the vitamin B or whatever in it
Yeah.
keeps you from like feeling it the next day too, which is really
That's good.
cool.
Yeah, that is good.
Mana surge.
But in my 20s, I used to smoke a lot of weed and drink, and I smoked from like, I don't know, 19 to about 30. And then I had my first kid, and I stopped smoking for about 11 years. So I drink occasionally.
Mana surge.
I never liked the smell of weed. I've been around it, I don't like the smell of it, so I've never used it.
Yeah, well, in high school and stuff, I never did it either, but later on. How old are you?
I think I'm your age.
Are you? You're older? I was born in 76.
So is
You were too?
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
August
What? August what?
Surge.
3rd.
You know what mine is? August 2nd.
Oh wow! I'm used to hearing a lot of people that I know are born on the 3rd and 4th.
Well, I had a couple people I knew in high school. Well, this one black chick that I knew, she was pretty cool. She was born on August 2nd. And my cousin was born on August 2nd, but he passed away. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I got 2 lion tattoos on me. I'm a Leo, you know, being a Leo, so I got the lions on my shoulder. That's crazy.
I don't have tattoos either. Almost got 2 at one time, and then
Yeah.
had them drawn up and just didn't follow through.
Dude, that's crazy. Yours is the third, man. That's fucking wild. That's cool. Yeah.
Well, I can still say you're older than me, so it's good.
I know, right? By like a day. I was born in. My mom's told me I was born at like 1:30 in the day. So
Yeah, I don't even know.
yeah, that's cool, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, I want to get a few more tattoos because I've had these tattoos. My first one, I have Drew in Old English. I got that when I was,
Okay.
I think, 18. My right lion tat, I got in shit, I don't know, 99 or something. And then my other, it's like a lion, a kickback lion head. And then my other lion on my left shoulder is like a meaner lion, but it's kind of ripping through the skin, kind of. And I got
Okay.
that around 2000, I don't know, 2002 or something. So I've had these ones for a long time.
What's
I want-
funny is the one that I had drawn up was going to be a tribal armband
Yeah,
around my upper arm.
yeah.
And it was going to be a lion in the center of the tribal. before
That'd be
it
pretty
goes into
cool.
that.
Yeah,
But it dates people now because that was like, 90s, 2000s. so,
Exactly.
it's not the thing anymore. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm glad I didn't do it.
well, but I mean, having the lion in the middle would be kind of like a something different because everybody was getting just regular tribal bands, but having something in the
Right.
middle would be pretty cool, though.
And then my friend at the time, he had a tribal down his spine. And
Down his spine?
Yeah.
Oh, I
literally.
bet that hurt.
Well, we knew the tattoo artist. He knew him really well. They were good friends. I didn't realize that his tribal, if you stared at it long enough, it said honor. It just looks like it's
Oh, wow.
jagged, but it says honor in English, going
Yeah.
from top to bottom.
That's
Like,
pretty
straight down
cool.
his spine. I'm like, I didn't even realize that. So I was gonna steal that idea and use it to put a word around the armband where it would just look like a triangle.
Yeah.
And then I was going to get a pointless one on my forearm to balance it out on the other arm. So I had two of them drawn up, ready to go, and I don't know, just didn't happen. Both of us got busy and just didn't follow through with it. So.
I
But,
almost.
for
Were
his
you-
spine,
Yeah.
he knew the guy, so if the guy likes you, he'll move your skin off of your spine when he does it. If he doesn't like you, he'll do it right on the spine.
Mm.
And he's like, they turn out just as well either way. He's like, it's just a matter of which one's going to put you in a little bit more pain while you're doing it.
Right.
But he'd been tattooing. The guy owned his own shop. I think he was only 20-something at the time.
Yeah.
But he started tattooing when he was 14. Because I guess he was in prison when he was younger.
Yeah.
Different kind of guy.
Yeah, I can really appreciate good tattoo artists that really have skills on their artwork for sure. Because I mean,
You're breaking up.
yeah, I mean anybody can do artwork, but if you really got skills for it, it's pretty cool.
The reason I was going to get it from him is he gets technical too.
Yeah.
When he does the outline, he doesn't hold the ink at a straight angle. He actually tilts it at I think it was 45-degree angle inward.
Yeah.
That way, when it gets older, it doesn't bleed out. It actually holds it in.
That's pretty cool.
So, little things that I wouldn't think about. I was like, huh,
Yeah.
Anybody that takes the time to makes a difference.
I'm a sports fan. I like baseball, basketball, football, soccer. And I almost got our football team, the Chargers, out here. I wanted to get a lightning bolt on me, and I'm glad I didn't, because the motherfuckers moved to LA last year. So I'm fucking glad I didn't get that shit. And I almost was, too. Almost
Kind of
was.
basically fair weather fan. If they're winning, I'll watch it, but I don't really.
Who, you like the Steelers or the
Only,
Eagles?
Like if they're in the Super Bowl, I'll watch them.
Yeah.
Steelers is everything I
Yeah, I grew up a Charger fan, of course, but in high school I did like the Eagles with Randall Cunningham, Reggie White, and all them. So now that the Chargers left, I'm gonna go back to rooting for the Eagles. So
I got a little bit biased at some point though. I got in for a hobby. I started doing like natural bodybuilding.
yeah,
I went to go take my weight up to over 200, and I'm like, why am I just gaining fat now? I didn't realize that, like, if you do natural bodybuilding, they can't put on that much muscle naturally. So
No.
I look at sports and I'm like, they're on drugs. I'm like, so it's not a legit sport to me now either. So I'm like,
No. I played baseball growing up, and I've lifted. I actually, after I pay off some of my car, I'm gonna go back in the gym. But I'm a big guy. I'm about 6'1". I got broad shoulders. I'm about, I don't know, 250 right now, and
Okay.
I'm a big guy. But yeah, using supplements or products will put weight on you. Cause like you said, it depends on you too. You know, your anatomy and your DNA and stuff. But yeah, it is hard to, you know, put size on certain people.
But I looked at the natural bodybuilders that have been doing it for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And if you're 6 foot, 200 pounds with a six pack,
Yeah.
you're on drugs. So it's like if you go over 200 pounds, you don't have a six pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like a thick, stocky guy. I mean, I got size. It's like, I got size, and my brother's 3 years younger than me, and my brother, he likes my size, but I kind of like his definition because he's slimmer, but he has more definition. You know, he's more cut up. I mean, I got some cuts, but he's, you know, more slim, more cut up. So yeah.
Like when I take my weight up, I'm like 5'10". When I take my weight up to 195, my arms get huge, but I look like I'm pregnant at the same time too. So
Yeah.
But,
You know,
I found out like Hugh Jackman. I like looked at like his routines and what he does. Do you know how much he weighs at 6'2"?
who, Hugh Jackman?
You know, Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah, he got jacked up for those movies.
But do you know how much he weighs at 6'2"?
For the movies, I'm guessing, what was he at, like 185?
Well, off season when he's not filming and he's not taking creatine, he's 175.
Yeah.
And then for the movies, he puts on 20 pounds of water weight by taking creatine.
Yeah.
So it pulls water into the muscle. And that's, but 175 at 6'2" is actually, that's pretty much the cap for somebody if you want to have a six pack. Unless you start putting on shit in your system.
Growing up, I took creatine and protein. I took androstenedione, the shit Mark McGuire was on. I got some pills of that when I was in my 20s, but that's about it.
That should have added some muscle at some point, like more than you should be able to carry.
Exactly, and I think it might have too, because you know, in high it is. It was. In high school, I was always slim, you know, because, you know, you have higher metabolism when you're younger, too. I was about 175, 180, I think, in high school and out of high school. And then I did start bulking up in my 20s a little bit more. And then, you know, my 30s, too, you know, but... you know what, actually, I don't mind having size because... I think people kind of get a little bit more intimidated by size sometimes than like a skinnier guy sometimes. I mean, if the skinny guy's cut up, you know, that's something else, but having size on you, you know, so I don't mind having size. So I would like a 6-pack. I think I have about maybe like a 4-pack maybe, but you know, it is what it is.
I had an issue with when I get to 195 because you can carry more muscle naturally when you put on some weight. My arms, like when I wake up in the morning, I can like pull a tendon, a ligament just by moving. So like my arms get too strong for my body at that weight. So I tend to keep myself between 174 and like 185.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss the gym though. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go back.
My gym is downstairs.
Well, that's good. That's the best one to have. We had one like a few blocks from where I stay at, but they closed it down about a year or so ago. And so yeah, I was kind of disappointed with that, but
it's so expensive for a gym. I was like, for a year I can buy decent equipment.
Yeah.
Some of them are so expensive though, but I like that they have. Like recently, in the last couple of years, they started doing 24-hour gyms, and I usually work like weird shifts. So.
Yeah. The ones I went to, and I usually go to. I used to work out 24-hour fitness, and I was like $30 or so. And then I worked at San Diego State University's gym in my 20s, and that was about $30 to $40. And these other gyms I go to now are about like $10 a month. You know, they have 1 month. It's like a annual fee where it could be like 20 or 30. I think it's like $20 1 month, but all the rest are $10 a month. So it's really a good price. So
around here, it's like $500 a year.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like I can't justify it. I'm like, the only thing I miss is I can't go heavy on my back.
Yeah.
Because I don't really have a pulley system, but my cousin gave me years ago, had a total gym that she wasn't using. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll use it.
Yep.
Works for my back. Works for me.
Yeah, I miss it. I miss it. But like I said, I'll pay off my car. I owe like $600 more on my car, and then after that, I'm gonna join that gym. Different one, so I'll see how it is.
I had a couple. My one friend in high school, he had a heart condition, and the doctors put him on steroids for a while.
Yeah.
He was like 235 in high school, like, but solid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good
When
stuff.
most people take it, I kind of cringe because it enlarges your heart, and that's something that they never focus on. I'm like, you become like a Great Dane. Like your heart can just give out on you because it's too strong.
Yeah.
When it stops pumping, it actually clogs up a bit. But each their own. That's what they want to do. Like I said, like I don't like it because was it Tyson? Did you ever watch when he came out of prison? He couldn't punch anymore.
Yeah.
It actually takes away from your ability to actually punch effectively at some point.
Yeah, because you're so bulky and you're not
Yeah, I don't understand. He was at the perfect weight at 205. He took his weight up to 215. He couldn't hurt anybody anymore.
Yeah, you can't. You're not really flexible or limber when you're all jacked up like that. Plus, I don't see why you would like it too. I don't know how girls could like it too, because that I heard it shrinks your dick. You know.
It actually, one girl was telling me, this is an interesting story because I had no clue. It makes your balls shrivel up for a while.
Yeah.
You don't produce your own testosterone apparently.
Yeah.
She's like, he didn't have anything in there. He's like, it was an empty sack. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's so horrible.
Yeah. No, that's just no. I mean, would you want that?
But
I mean, this is crazy.
They say it comes back, so
Yeah.
like, not a big deal.
Yeah. Nah, I've never. Like I said, I tried that androstenedione pills, but I never got shot up in needles or anything like that. But I played baseball. We had an adult baseball team, and one of our players, I swear he was on it. I think he was. He was probably like, I don't know, 5'10", probably like shit. I don't know, like maybe 220. I don't know. He's a pretty solid, bulky guy, and he used to have roid rage when we used to play on the field. Like he would strike out and he would take the bat and start banging it against the fence and being all cussing out the umpire and stuff. It was funny. He was totally having roid rage. It was just like, damn. But he was a big guy though. And the funny thing is, I mean, I haven't seen him in years, but I heard he's a doctor now, so it's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember at the bar the one night, and some guy comes in randomly, and I'm like, he starts pushing around this kid that I know playing pool.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I made one of your balls. It's still my turn because something went down. I'm like, Yeah, they don't play that way here. I'm just like looking, and he's like, they don't do that. He's like, I'm taking my turn anyway.
Yeah.
Dude must have been 350 pounds.
Yeah.
He had veins coming out of his arms. Like, he was juiced to the 9. I'm like,
Yeah.
The one guy's like, he's like, yeah, you just go ahead and play. I'm like, I just stopped playing. I'd walk away and laugh at him.
Man, that motherfucker sounds like a fucking football lineman or some shit. That's fucking crazy.
Mana surge.
People get, I mean, you can go crazy with it now. It's so easy to afford it. Like, I had someone offer it to me. I'm like, dude, I spent years to get my body exactly this weight, and it's a real slow process.
Yeah.
But,
Mana surge.
I think I get angry enough as is without adding that.
Yo, I'm telling you, there was one product that me and my brother took. We got from GNC, and I forgot. It was like P1 or some product like that, and it gave you like a boost. You know, when you lift weights, it give you that little, boost. And I swear to God, that shit made me aggressive. Like I would mad dog people. I told my brother, I was like, man, I gotta get off this stuff because this shit makes you fucking crazy fiend. That shit just put me on something else. So I stopped taking it.
What surprised me is GNC has actually had pull products that people were putting oral steroids in. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, this might have been one of them. Because I swear to God.
I'm like, crazy.
I really think that this was one of those products because when you work out, you would have so much, boost and you wouldn't get tired and this and that, but it made you fucking hell of aggressive. It was just pretty crazy.
Like growing up, I used to always, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the biggest thing.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Like for weightlifting, and it's like if you follow his routine, you don't build muscle, you break it down.
Yeah.
Like it does not work that way, like at all. And I used to lift that way. So I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, Arnold was fucking hella jacked back then. You knew he was on that shit for sure. Sylvester Stallone's still on that shit. You seen, he's fucking old as fucking. He's still jacked. It's like, come on, bro. We know you're on that HGH or something, man.
Yeah, Stallone was on HGH, and the reason that you know is he has the beer belly, but he can flex it. That's like one of the symptoms, and it elongates that jaw too a little bit.
Yeah, I notice I get when I take supplements to certain ones like you were talking about, you do get more bulky. Like my gut or whatever, like I would start carrying that water weight or that extra weight. Like my arms would look jacked like you were saying, but yeah, like other parts. So yeah, I guess it's give and take for that stuff, so
I've only stuck with like the supplements that I've taken are strictly whey protein, which it's just protein. Yeah. But I don't like eating that much protein every day. Sometimes it gets boring just eating. Yeah. Like you gotta get at least 150 grams a day.
Yeah.
It gets old quick. And then flaxseed oil I was taking for a little while.
I was hearing about that too. Guys at my old job, there was this big African dude, and you would look at him. Both of my friends, they competed in contests, and one of them was a black guy, and you would swear he looked like he weighed like 250, but he weighed about, I think, 205 or 210 or something. But he was so jacked, like he was so big. And then I had a Filipino friend, and he was slimmer, but he was real shredded, like real cut up. So they both competed in competitions and stuff. So it was crazy working with those guys. They were on a bunch of products and stuff. They would go to the Las Vegas conventions and get products for free. A fucking whole bag of like everything for free, and this and that. So
I always worry about people's hearts with that. Like,
yeah, you gotta watch out with those products for sure.
Like one of the things that they never talk about, that and the other issue that I have with it is, every once in a while, I used to watch the UFC fights.
Yeah, I watch UFC.
the one guy literally tore his deltoid out of the bone. It like fell off. I'm like, the muscle was hanging.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's crazy.
you know, I'm like, that's definitely like roid use right there. I'm like, dude, like, it's too strong for your body.
It is.
The one problem with roids is your tendons don't keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, they start breaking down when you get older or when you get off the stuff. I heard about that too.
So they never talk about that. They always talk about, oh, it'll make you commit suicide. Some people it doesn't do that to. You know?
Yeah.
I don't consider that a huge side effect.
No, it's you notice football players get injured a lot too, blowing out their ACLs and this and that. They're so big, like they just, you know, one wrong route or one wrong plant in the ground with your legs and they're just fucked. So
even the thin ones, a lot of them are the weight that a natural bodybuilder of their size spent their entire lives lifting that weight, eating right to get to that weight. So you know that they used it too.
It is because some steroids people were using in baseball. I think like Alex Rodriguez was on. It doesn't really bulk you up a lot. You could still carry like a medium to slim frame and be on it, and you wouldn't notice it. But you know, they were on it though, so it's kind of crazy.
Didn't they busted what was the bicycle guy?
Lance Armstrong. He was on it too.
They said he was doping, but they also said he was actually using roids at the same time.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And then there was a decent documentary on a family that does steroids. Guy came out and he's like, "Oh, is it really that bad?" And what's funny is I knew a guy that watched it. And he's like, "I think I'm gonna take it because it didn't seem that bad." I'm like, "Oh, whatever." But I didn't realize the Olympics. They actually
The Russians always seem like the motherfuckers are always on it. The Russians, I swear to God, like the females too. It ain't just the guys.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
the females,
yes, all that shit, gymnastics, all that shit, dude. Fuck yeah, dude.
I look at Serena Williams.
Yeah, she's big too.
She's got a roid.
Oh no, she's big. She just had a baby too. Yeah, she's fucking built like a fucking truck. She just had a baby too. Yeah, it is crazy. It really is.
I saw that car accident the one was in. They were trying to charge her with like
oh yeah.
Homicide.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually think Tiger Woods might have been on something like that too. Mild, you know, because his career, man, it really went downhill like the older he got. Like he just couldn't perform at all. So I think in his heyday he might have been on something a little bit and started dominating. Then after that was it. He was always hurt his back and he was just all kinds of fucked up.
I don't know much about his career except that his father had him start when he was super young. Is all I remember.
He was a protege. He was really a protege, and he was on top for a long time. And just like the last, I don't know, like 10 years or so, he hasn't done shit.
I know you had to see this years ago. Did you ever see that? Like, I don't know if they called him Little Hercules or something. He was a little bodybuilder kid.
Yeah, I remember. He had like blonde hair or something.
Yeah. I saw an update of him. He stopped lifting weights. He looks so plain and so out of shape, like
that's crazy.
Out of shape. So weird looking.
Because back then he was like what, like fucking like eight or something. Yeah. No, I remember him.
200 pounds or something.
Yeah, he was like real shredded up, right? Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy.
A couple years ago, they showed a thing on like social media of him, like what he looks like today, and I'm like, no way, it's so crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. See, I figure I'll never be, six-pack, skinny, slim, because number one, I like to eat. Like, I enjoy food. You know, my wife cooks food, and you know, I enjoy eating, and I've never been the type to just be on a diet and shit like that. That's just not me. So I could really care less about that. You know, as long as I'm semi healthy, I'm good.
Well, what kills me is, have you ever rented a house that had like shitty insulation, and like your gas bill or like electric bill goes through the roof?
Yeah.
Well, when you carry low body weight, you use a lot of those calories. It's really hard to put on weight because I was super thin before I started putting on weight. And it's like, I could eat way more than... Yeah, I used to eat a whole pizza and I was 135 for the longest time. Like, in high school, college, I took my weight to 142.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't limit what I eat. The only thing I do is I try to keep the protein higher, so it's my portions. Like, I tend to eat a lot more protein than other things.
You know what's crazy is like...
cut carbs out. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, I don't know either. You know, fuck all that. I can't do it either. I did notice, like, at my old jobs where I used to eat out fast food a lot, and, you know, drink monster drinks or drink whatever all the time. Looking at my old pics, I could definitely see like how much weight I had on. And at the time, you know, when you see it, you don't really notice it. But looking at old pictures, I was like, damn, I was fucking heavier than I thought I was. So it's pretty crazy. Like now, like my job, like I've slimmed down a lot, you know, my face and my weight, and I sweat like crazy at work because we wear these lab coats we have to wear over our clothes, and you know it gets hot, so. You know, I sweat out all the time, but yeah, I can't be the type to count out fucking carbs and shit like that. Nah, that's not me.
Yeah, I've been spoiled with my metabolism has been pretty high most of my life, so
yeah,
I don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But for me to start putting on weight. Initially, I had to spend $30 a day in food for a month and a half just to put on a pound a week. It like took forever to get that first layer of fat on.
You know what's funny is like, you know, our old football team that was here, we had offensive linemen, you know, that would put on weight. And now that they're retired, they're all skinny. They're not big like they were, and it's just crazy like how many calories they were trying to put on just to... Yeah, exactly. Like, and you see them now, it's like, fuck, they're so skinny. Like, it's just crazy. It's really crazy.
They're probably happy not to have to.
Oh, exactly. Well, yeah, like, I mean, they're probably, like, so much healthier not having to do all that shit.
Well, my mom always bitched because her weight, she's been heavier off and on. Her life, my dad is kind of just been like me his entire life. But she's